Hey guys, we are live on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your girl, Sherri Summer Bell. How are we doing today? Super excited for you to join me in our pop up training, our pop up and content to cash training. Listen, if you are a financial professional, insurance agent, I just want to welcome you. We are super live on YouTube. We are going to be talking about how to take your content game to the next level so you can grow your business. Why is this important? I have seen so many insurance agents, so many financial professionals who are looking to generate leads without breaking the bank. You heard that right, without breaking the bank. I'm also hearing a lot of insurance agents or financial professionals who is saying, Sherri, OMG, like I know my stuff. I am an expert in my space. However, I have a challenge with putting myself out there so people can find me, so people can like me, so people can know what I do. And if this is you, if anything I just said resonate with you, you're the one I want to talk to you today. And then the third person is that person who is putting themselves out there. They are creating that content. They are going live and they are creating that short and they are creating that reel. And for whatever reason, it just seemed like there no one is clicking, no one is converting into a client. This pop-up training, live YouTube pop-up training is just for you. So listen, I'm just going to make sure that we are good to go and that you guys can hear me. I am live on YouTube. I just sent out I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me because you should be able to still hear my I'm a little bit of far. Is this better? Let me know if this is better. So I'm going to go and make sure that this is better because I want to make sure I checked all my all my settings already. I just want to make sure that we are good to go. Let me push this over so you can make sure you get all the juices that we're going to be talking about today. So I want to if you are just starting out in the space, let us know who you are and where you're starting out in the comments. I want to know if you're just starting out. Let me go ahead and turn so you guys can see me a little bit better. I hope that's good. Okay, good. So I just want to tell you that you're not alone. I want to tell you that creating content is not for the weak, right? It is not for the weak. Hello, it is not for the weak. And it can be challenging. And I just want to assure you, this is why I created this channel. I created this channel for you, the financial professional, for you, the insurance agent. I created this channel so you be able to be more comfortable when you are online, when you are trying to create content to generate leads. I know how expensive it can be to buy these expensive leads and not see a return on your investment. So if God give you a talent, if God give you an expertise, why not show that talent and that expertise to the world? To the world. So I'm going to be working with you and help you show your talent and your expertise today, just teaching you my 3 techniques that I use to create more content, to generate more leads. These are the things that I am using, and I know for a fact that it will be beneficial to you as well. So without further ado, let me go ahead and dive right in. Let me go ahead and just dive right in because this is a pop-up training. Just say hello, just say hi in the chat, just to make sure that my volume is good and you can hear me. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive right in. If you're just joining us, we are talking about content to cash. We're going to talk to my insurance agent, financial professional. Even if you're not, these strategies going to be super helpful for you to be able to generate, leads. Now, I have to say this. You have to be sleeping under a rock to not know that content creation has taken over the game. Let me say it again for the people in the back. Content creation has literally take over the game. So regardless of what business you're in, you have to be doing content creation. Like that's like a must. It has to be part of your marketing. It has to be every day. I would grab a book like this. Let me move this out of the way. I would grab a book like this and I would be like, listen, I need to plan out my content that I'm going to do with my clients for them to see, for my market who doesn't know me going to see. So video marketing has changed the game. You heard me? Video marketing has changed the game. So this is why it's so vital. People are 72% back in 2022 said they bought because of a video that they saw on social media. Now that 72% has moved to 85% according to Forbes. 85% of people bought something just because they saw it on a video or someone educate them about it on a video. If you don't believe that video marketing is here to stay and you don't believe it can work for you, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, video marketing is here to stay. So if that is the case, then it makes sense, right? For you to be able to learn how to create content that's going to drive your audience. All right. Okay. So how do we do that? Well, the first way for you to be able to do that, for the first way is number one, you have to know who you're talking to first. That's number one. Write that down if you're taking notes. You have to know who are you talking to? Who are the people you're currently talking to right now, right? Who are those people? You have to know that beyond a shadow of doubt. Know that, because if you don't know who you're talking to, you're literally talking to everybody, and that's maybe why your messaging when you do your content is falling on deaf ear, because you have to know who you're talking to. So write that at number one. Who are you talking to? As in, like, based on, I have clients who are in the insurance space, who are in the tax space, and when you put out a content, who are you trying to get? Who are you hoping to respond? You got to know your target audience by can they afford your price? What is your pain point? What stopped them from buying? What keeps them up late at night? So there's so many times that I believe that people say, well, I sell life insurance and it can help anybody. It can help. And that's true. Like your term life, your whole life, all of that can help anybody. But you first have to really talk to find out who you're talking to, because based on what your messaging is saying, you may be talking to the wrong person. Hello. Based on what or you're getting people, but you're getting the wrong person, and you're having chargebacks, and you're wondering why you're having chargebacks. And that is because you may be talking to the wrong person. So it's so important that you get clear on who your target audience is, because and when I say get clear, it's not just saying, oh, they're school teachers and I'm teaching them a policy. It's getting clear by saying, oh, these people are getting ready. They're 65 years old. They're getting ready to retire, and they want to find some place that they can put their money where they won't be taxed. That's how clear you have to get to know who you're truly talking to. So you're just joining us. We're talking about content to cash insurance marketing. This is a pop-up training that we're doing to help you create better content, because as you can see, we are in a space right now where video marketing is taking over the world. So if you are tired of buying these leads and you're getting the wrong people, you're on the right training. Okay. All right. So that was number one. Who is your target audience? That is vital for you to know and understand, because when you understand who your target audience, now you can say, okay, now that I know who I'm talking to, what is the one solution? These are just the work you need to do before you even create that content. What is the one solution that I have for these target audience? So we go back to people who are 65, who are getting ready to retire, and they're looking for a place to put their money, roll over their money. So they're like an annuity, or they're looking for IUL where they won't be taxed and all this good stuff. You're going to say, okay, what do I have for them? And in this case, it could be an annuity. It could be IUL, whatever it may be, right? But what is the solution? I truly believe that sometimes, especially my insurance agent, they try to be everything for everyone. They try to be the solution for the term life or the solution for the whole life. And so they're not known for anything. So they just look like the other insurance agents that are selling the policies, right? You got to know what is that product that you know so well, you enjoy selling. I have one of my good girlfriends, and she loves selling IUL. So whenever we go, I just came from a presentation with her, and what was her presentation about? How to become tax free and how to, again, IUL, right? So what is your go-to product? What that, because whatever your go-to product is, that is going to be the product that you create your content, your around. That is going to be the product that you create your content around. Like when you start giving free game, free value around that product, I guarantee you, and if you stick with it, there's no such thing. You don't have to be buying these leads. Okay. All right. So just to recap really fast. Number one, you have to know who your target audience is, right? I know you heard this before. This is nothing new, but do you truly know your target audience? And number two, what is the solution that you have? Now, Sherri, does that mean because I am selling to this one product, I can't sell in any other product? No, 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 no. You just want to be what I call known for one thing. That's it. You just want to be known for one thing for now, right? It's like getting it to know yourself out there. Look at the beautiful Beyonce. She's known for her music. She's known for songs. But then when she get out there, now she's trying to get in the hair world. And now she got into the fashion world. And now she's into country music, right? So these are examples, but she started in one, be known for one area and then branch out. Just like when I started, most people know me for being in the insurance space as an insurance agent. And then I started doing insurance marketing, helping you, ambitious women who are in insurance and finance, build that credibility and create that community so they can create cash flow. But prior to that is that you want to be known for one thing. Everyone who I know is successful. LeBron James is a billionaire, but we all know him for doing what? Playing basketball. We're known for playing basketball, but he has nonprofits and all sorts of other things that he has established, but he started off in one space. So when you get into this arena of content marketing, you want to be educating people on that one thing that you want to be known for. And as you build up your community, yes, you can branch out in other areas, but in the meantime, you want to be known for one thing. Y'all, if this is good, give me a good in the chat just to make sure that this is making sense to you and we're on the right track. I cannot tell you if there's any mistakes I see financial professional or insurance agent making, is this spot right here, is being all over the place, right? Being all over the place. Now, Sherri, I hear the limited mindset saying, if I'm only talking about this one thing in this one area and be known for one thing, I'm going to miss out on so many other people. When reality is that is not true. That, first of all, whoever is for you is for you. You can never miss out on who God have for you. So let me just point that part out first. Okay, but you didn't came here for me to be biblical. So let me get down to business. When you're known for one thing, you're more seen as the expert in that niche, and you are the authority in that niche. So people will still call you because you're seen as that expert in that niche. 90% of the stuff that I do is coach other insurance agents, but I still get called to write policy still to this day. So even though I am known as the insurance marketer, I'm known as person that's helping women to build that revenue, build that personal brand, I am still getting called. I still writing policy, still all that good stuff. So you're not missing out on anything. In fact, it makes you more specialized when you are known for one thing. I think that I'm gonna add that to my number 3, is being known for one thing. And let me dive deeper into being known. I just came from my doctor, seeing my doctor, and she's my doctor is an OBGYN. Literally like an hour ago, just came from my doctor. I wouldn't tell my dentist to see me for what my OBGYN saw me for, right? No, you would not do that. So because they specialize in two different things, but they're killing it in their space. They're the expert in their space. So if I wanted my dentist, who is a doctor, still a doctor, right? But they're expert in dental. And then the doctor is expert in women and feminine and as an OBGYN, right? So they're not saying, oh my God, I'm going to miss out on all the people who need dental work. No, my OBGYN is not saying, oh my God, I'm going to miss out on all the people who are going over to dental. I need to be a dental person too. No, it's the same way when you decide that you want to be known for one thing that you're going to be creating content around. And when I say one thing, that's the main thing. You're going to be creating content on other things, but that's the main thing you're going to be talking about. I talk about this all the time. You can always find me in my space. My pillar of the one thing that I talk about is, of course, it's always video marketing, but the main thing is it, and around that video marketing, I'm always talking about building your authority, building your credibility. That's the thing that I talk about a lot. But under that building your credibility, it takes video marketing. It takes mastering the art of communication, right? All of those, mastering the art of communication, mindset, right? It takes messaging. So even though we're talking about building your credibility, in order to build your credibility, you have those sub subjects, but it's under the same umbrella. It's still under that one thing, right? Under that one thing. So helping financial professional build their credibility, right? And under that will be, you still have to increase your visibility, and you use video marketing to do that. You use the art of communication to do that. You use creating events to do that, whether it's a virtual event. Matter of fact, shameless plug, we have a virtual selling 7-figure masterclass where we're going to dive deep into content creation. So if that's something that you need help with, just simply comment the word challenge, and we'll make sure that you get the link for our challenge. It starts tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have more time to even dive deeper, because it's a 4-day challenge versus a few minutes or a few hours on this pop-up training. So make sure you really get clear on what you want to be known for. Make sure you get super clear on what that looks like for you. What do you want to be known for? All right. Okay. So we talk about the making sure that you know your target market. We talk about having that solution, right? And we talk about also knowing that one thing that you want to be known for. So now that you are clear on those three things, now we can move forward into the content creation. You see how that works? You see how that works, right? Now we can move forward into our content creation. We couldn't really focus on content creation yet until we got those other areas straightened out, right? So there's so many times that we just want to skip the groundwork, right? And the most successful person, the most person that have a business that allowed them to have freedom, a business that allowed them to spend more time with their family. The reason that they're able to do that is because they do the grunt work that nobody wants to do. That you're not seeing them behind the scenes doing that grunt work. You're just seeing the results. But the reason why they have such great results is because they take the time to do exactly what I just said, writing down and getting clear on those three things first, right? Getting clear on those three things first, right? And the reason why you want to get clear is because when you start hiring virtual assistants, or you start hiring people to help you with your content creation, and they're going to be making content for you, they want to know, they want to be able to understand, who are you targeting with this content? Because if you're not clear, your team is not clear. You see how that works? So you all is unison, all go one in hand. You have to, if you're not clear, your team is not clear, and the people that you're trying to reach with their content, they're not clear. And a confused mind don't buy. Okay? A confused mind don't buy. Okay. So we got clear on who our target market is. We got clear on the one solution that we have for that target market. And we got clear on saying this, we want to be known for this one thing. Now that we are super clear on that, let's get into the heart of creating content. Baby, let's go. Listen, if this is your first time catching me live, especially on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell button, okay? So you can know when I go live. I will be dropping new videos every Thursday. Every single Thursday, of course, if it's holiday, but every single Thursday. So you want to make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell as we dive into content to cash insurance marketing pop-up training. Okay. So let's go even deeper. All right. So now that we are clear on those aspects, the next thing is you're ready to grab the camera and you're ready to create that content, right? Okay. Not so much. We got one more. We got one more. Whenever you're thinking about creating a content with via reel or short or whatever floats your boat, whatever you do, whenever you think about creating that content, please understand that you're missing a vital piece. What you have to ask yourself, when I create this reel or when I create this short or when I go live or when I do this, upload this video, what do I want the viewer to do? Right? What do I want the viewer to do after hearing about this content? What do I want them to do? So, your content should have some type of what I call to action, right? Your content that you write must have some type of call to action. And yes, I know your content have a call to action because 90% of insurance agents and financial professionals, y'all call to action is to schedule a call with me. And that's not what I want your call to action to be, at least not yet. Right. So here's why, because there's still a trust factor that the viewers are trying to build with you. So if they feel as if they don't know you like that yet, no, ain't nobody calling you. Ain't nobody calling you, right? So there's a call when you're doing that content, you do need to have a call to action. A call to action doesn't always mean buy your product or schedule a call with you, because that's just a lingo for a sales call. And people are not dumb, they know that. So you need to create a variety of call to action that get that viewer to move to your email list where you can have further conversation, right? Or where you or move to somewhere where they can learn more about you. So let me break that down for you really fast. I hope you're grabbing your notebook, y'all, because I'm about to dive in. Hey, it's a Monday. I'm about to dive in. Okay. So feel like the Super Bowl is still going on. Okay. So one of your call to action can always be, let's say we're on YouTube right now, and let's say I was doing this on Instagram. I could have a call to action for them to finish out this video on YouTube. Why didn't I send them to schedule a call with me? Well, that person may be new prospect that doesn't know me well, that just consume my content. So there's no trust build up yet. There's no trust build up yet. So therefore, that person may need to find out more about who I am. And that trust factor has to increase. So sending them to a YouTube channel to finish off learning more about what I know and I can help them with it makes more sense than sending them to schedule a call. So if you have other content, a long form content somewhere else, you can send your target audience who are consuming your content to check out your other content that you have available. You have more things going on. So it may be that's so that you can send them to your YouTube channel. You can send them to your Facebook group. You may have a Facebook group that you talks more or dive deep into this content related, whatever that thing is that you're talking about, that you're educating them. You may send them to a Facebook group, right? But I always shun away from sending people directly from social media to a phone call. From social media to a phone call. I'm always liking to send my new prospect who has never heard of me before to go consume more content of me, right? So to go consume more content of me. So for instance, my virtual assistant, when we're finished with this live video, she will create a reel around this video and send them to my YouTube channel to consume more content of me. And that's what we call repurposing for the people in the back, okay? Doing it once and repurposing it different way. This is so good, y'all. This is so good. So when we're talking about a call, you have to think of what is your call to action. And let's be clear, your call to action can be how, check out my YouTube channel, or your call to action could be jump in my Facebook group, or your call to action could be just comment the word below. Yet a few minutes ago, I said we're hosting a virtual selling 7-figure challenge where we talked about how to captivate your audience, and we want to teach you more inside of our challenge. And what was the word I said? Drop the word challenge below. So that's a call to action. Drop the word challenge below so you can get access to the free link, right? So just something simple as that is, so it doesn't have to be where they're getting off that social media platform to go somewhere else. So there's so many times that I see, and this is where insurance agents really miss out, because I'm seeing them always dropping the call to action to be get on a call with me, get on a call with me. And when they get on a call, they already know that, oh, you're just trying to sell me something. And if we're really trying to make an impact in people's life, we need to be educating them. If we're saying that we have the power of knowledge, we have a product that's going to transform somebody's bank account. If we truly believe that we have something that can turn somebody from being broke tomorrow to a millionaire tomorrow, that's the power we have in our hands. We have a product that if something happened to someone, they'll be able to, their life doesn't stop because the family passed away. We have that. We're like community heroes, I would say, right? And if we know we truly have that, then it's our job. It's like a disservice not getting on video and educating our people, educating our community. I mean, social media already have done the heavy lifting for us and give us the platform, being able to do it for free, free. So why not take advantage of that? So you got to make sure that when you do take advantage of it, your videos have some type of call to action. And I just gave you 3, but you can make up yours around that, because again, it's not about getting on a call with you. It's really about you educating them, because when a person is ready, when a person is ready, you don't have to tell them to call you. They know they are tired of not seeing enough money in bank account. They know they're tired of being stressed out. They know they're tired at the ones who call me, they're tired of sitting at a desk or they are not enjoying their life. They want to learn my mass production enrollment strategy. They want to learn my mass enrollment strategy so they can enroll one to many people at time. They want to learn that. They want to learn that. We have right now 47 people that register for our virtual selling 7-figure challenge. And guess what? They want to learn how they too can enroll high-end clients. So just how they took the initiative to register for this challenge, it's the same way when you're giving value about the product, about the services that you know day in and day out, that you don't have to worry. They will seek you out. And all of these registration, let me just say, was organic. No ads spend was used. So I'm telling you things that I am doing to generate leads in my business. That's why you need to be writing these steps down, because I'm an example that it works. I'm not going to tell you something that we're not doing. And if you want to see that it works, make sure you join us tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our virtual selling 7 figures. So let's get back to, we got our call to action to our content to cash insurance marketing pop-up training. So now that you are aware, that you need to have some type of call to action, and call to action could be a poll. It could be so many different things other than other than schedule a call with me. Okay, there could be so much other things that you can use it for, a call to, but you must have some type of call to action when you go when you decide to create content. Another thing that your content needs, and when I say content, I am really directing the content to what is popular right now and will forever be popular. You ready? Educational content. So if I could create any content out, and don't get me wrong, I love B-roll. That's an amazing content. I love but I love doing educational content, especially because we're in the insurance space. Educational content is a content where you're given knowledge about the product and services that you offer. You see people on TikTok do that all the time, on Instagram doing all the time. The person that is in your industry that you look up to, I'm sure you see them doing that type of content. Educational content is so amazing. You need to be able to, this is where we are. I'm giving you educational content. I'm teaching you content to cash for insurance agent. I'm teaching you different strategy that when you create content, you need to have these elements inside of your content. I'm literally giving you the same thing that I'm talking about, educational content. So when all of this is designed to the educational content, B-rolls are great, but what's the sense of having B-rolls if I can't see, I don't know what you know, right? So I would drop a B-roll in a couple of my content as part of just mixing it up. But I'm an educator, y'all. And so are you. I know you are. So are you. I'm an educator. So I got a questions from Chad Brown. Shout out to Chad. How are you doing? Chad, so does your conference start tonight? 6 p.m. or is it tomorrow? Tomorrow. Thank you, Chad, to clear that up. It's tomorrow. It's free. Our virtual selling seven figure is tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just comment the word challenge and we'll make sure that we send you the link or we'll have it inside of the description for you. Okay. So why educational content apart from you're educating people? Right now, there are so many. If you're in our space, oh my God, you know, online is filled with so much wrong information. And I'm talking to someone yesterday and they said to me, they're talking about this product and it is so wrong there. And this is not what a product does. It is so wrong. Online, online market space has so much wrong information. And I said to the person, well, if you believe that the online space is wrong, if they're giving wrong information in the online space, well, it's your duty and your job to correct that. It's your duty to educate the masses. Let me ask you a question. If you had a cure for COVID or if you had a cure for cancer, would you be keeping it quiet? I don't think so. You would not be keeping it quiet. You would be educating the masses about giving them the correct information. And let me tell y'all, I said this in my last challenge, and I said it with my clients. I said, in the world that we live in right now, it's not about who knows best. It's about who is known. Right? It's not about who knows best. It's about who's known. In other words, you could be the best at what you do, but if no one knows you, that like, know, and trust factor is not built up. It doesn't matter what you know if nobody else know that you know it. Okay? Chad said we met at 1% last year in Arizona. Hey, excited to see you. Oh my goodness. Yes, I had such a great time. Such a great time. So it's not, again, I cannot stress that to you enough. So you're looking at the marketplace, you're looking at people and you're like, oh my God, that's not correct. That's not true. But yet you're not putting yourself out there to give them the correct information. The Bible said, without knowledge, your people will perish. So we need you. We need you who are knowing the right information to be able to increase your visibility, to get the right message to your audience. If you're not doing this, if you're not creating video marketing, if you're not creating content to where you're giving the right information, you're just to be blamed as the people who putting out the wrong information. Right? So I challenged my girlfriend. I said, if you're not believing that what this person's saying is right, this was a tax situation. And she says,
I said, I challenge you to increase your visibility, to put your omnipresent out there in the world so they can learn from you. If you're unhappy with how something is, instead of complaining, yeah, shameless plug, right? Shameless plug. This is a side note, right? So people was talking about Alicia Keys at the Super Bowl and talking about how Alicia Keys could not sing and all this crazy stuff. I would not dare. I would not dare. I don't care if her voice was cracking. I am not a singer. I was not blessed with that gift. So I would not dare complain about how someone's talent is, especially when they have won multiple Grammys. Okay. So they're allowed to have 5, 6, 10 bad nights, right? And I think she did amazing. I think she was beautiful. It's a side note, but I just had to point that out because when you do put yourself out there in video marketing, there are going to be people who are like, oh my God, what's this? What are you saying? And that has prevented a lot of people from actually putting themselves out there. But I'm going to say this, they're going to talk anyway. They're going to talk anyway. They're going to talk anyway, right? Whether you put yourself out there or not. So, hey, so you got to understand that you are a leader, and that's what comes with being a leader, but also it comes with impacting lives, right? So I'm like, I wouldn't dare. Shout out to Usher and Alicia, y'all killed it, right? Because I'm not going to say anything negative about something I don't even know how to do, right? God didn't give me the gift of singing, so I have no room to complain. So I just want you, the person who are in that space, who have the right information, I want to encourage you to build the courage to use content creation, to use video marketing to reach the masses that you are called to reach. So all right, I'm going to give you one more and then we'll hop off because I know this was a pop-up training, like a quick masterclass. And I know, Sherri, that's quick. Yes, but I'm doing a whole 4 days on how to enroll one-to-many strategy. I'm doing a whole 4 days on creating on how to captivate your audience. So you have to come to the challenge you want for more of this. All right. So now that you have your call to action that you know what you can do, right? Now that you have the different call to action that you know how to do, once it's time for you to create that content, educational content, I must add, what you have to do in the first few seconds of getting on or getting up or whatever it maybe pulling up a YouTube channel, long form content, short form content, you want to be able to do what I call create a hook. HOOK, hook. Something that catch the audience attention. Something that says, got you, I hear you, right? You want to be able to create a hook. And in that hook, you'll be able to get the audience to pay attention to what you're getting ready to say. So when I talk about content to cash for insurance agents and pop-up training, I end up asking you questions like, hey, are you creating content for generating leads? That was my hook that I used when I first started. So your content, when you're doing educational content, need to have some type of hook that get the audience to continue listening, that get them to continue listening to what they came to hear. If they continue to listen, that clearly tells me that they want to learn how to create content as well. They want to know that they are interested in what you have to say. Okay. And how you keep them listening is having that hook in the front of when you are getting ready to speak. So oh my goodness, I'm dropping crazy nuggets today, right? So what does that mean, Sherri? Well, I don't know what I'm going to say before I get on, which is why I always bonus tip, I always say have like an index card, or you can have your phone or some type, because your phone has a notepad notes on there, and you can use that as a guide. Baby, it is okay. It is okay to look at a notes. It is baby. It is okay to, when you're starting out, to really Look at your notes, check back, look at your notes, check back. Don't look at people like myself who's been doing it forever, who's been speaking on crazy stages. Like Chad just said, he met me at 1% last year in Arizona. Don't look at that. We've been master at this game. This, which is why I teach you the art of communication, right? We've been master at this game for a minute. So don't compare yourself to I don't need a notes to talk, right? It's okay to have some type of index cards and go to your notes, see what you I want to talk about this and this and this. Let's say you have 3 points. Like in this case, I had like 5 points, right? In this case, I had five. Let's say you have 3 points to deliver to your people. It's okay to pick up your notes, look at the first point, put it back down, emphasize on that point, put it back, pick it back up, emphasize on the second point, put it back down, emphasize on the third point. It is okay. Sherri gives you permission, boo. Okay. It is okay. Because as you build that confidence, you won't need that card anymore. You'll be able to do this, what I'm doing right now. Boom, 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 boom. How to create content on cash flow without notes. You will be able to do it authentically and you will be able to do it naturally. So give yourself grace. Okay? Give yourself grace. Have some type of what I call cheat sheet, right? To help you to jot out what you want to say. So when you get on camera, it can flow. Listen, I've been on enough people's stages and enough my own stage to be able to do this without a card. But in the beginning, I had an index card. In the beginning, I had some type of small card that will guide me in my conversation as I speak. So when I'm talking about creating content to generate leads, to increase your visibility, to reach more people, to reach more target audience that you wouldn't necessarily reach, when I talk about creating content to build your personal brand, and as you build your brand, you're creating a community. When I'm talking about that, these are steps, right? These are different skill steps that you're stacking on each other. So be patient with yourself, give yourself grace. But definitely a bonus tip is getting some type of cheat sheet, index card, something on your phone that you refer to. And let me tell you, last thing, and I end here, right? I end here. Last thing, second bonus tip. Don't say, "Hey y'all, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm nervous, so let me just look at my phone or look at my card real quick." Don't tell them what they listen. They none of their business. You pick up your phone, you look at your notes, and you put it back down. Okay. So, and the last thing I want to go over: practice. Practice, practice, practice. Okay? Practice. When you're creating content online to be able to expose your education and your knowledge around your expertise, you have to be able to be okay with practice. Would you go out and for your job and you have to do something for your job, and would you not practice? Would you not making sure it was top notch? Right? Would you not take the time to show that you care about your job? That exactly. So this is your business. This is not a job. This is your career. So it's okay to practice so you can become better. We spend so much time making sure we're better in other people's careers and other people's business, but we don't do that same level of excellence in our own business. We don't do that same level of excellence. What if I said I'm going live, but I'm not showing up? That wouldn't make sense, right? So we have to create that same level of excellence in our business. I had to switch our cameras and switch our camera gear just to have this conversation with you, and I was okay in doing that. Why was I okay with doing that? Because you deserve to learn how to create content. All right. All right, so let me quickly recap some of the things you learned today in how to create content and turn it into cash when it comes to insurance marketing, right? Number one, you want to know your target audience. We talk about that, knowing your target audience. Who are you talking to? You talk to everyone, you talk to no one. Know that target audience. Number two, the solution. What is the solution that you have for that target audience? Let me just briefly say on that. If a person who buy a term life and a person who buy a IUL, IUL or whole life, there may be different type of people. So when I ask you who your target audience is, yes, both parties can use the same policies, but that doesn't mean their buying power is the same. I pause for the cause. Right? That doesn't mean their buying power. I'm getting my thumbs up and everything. That doesn't mean their buying power is the same. So knowing that their buying power may not be buying power means one may be able to afford it and one may not be able to afford it, even though both can benefit from it, even though both parties can benefit from it. So when I say know your target audience, I mean know your target audience. Do they have the power to buy what you're selling? That's number one, right? When I say know the solution that you have for them inside and out, know the solution. Be known as an expert for that one solution, right? Who's the person that you call that you know if you want to learn how to play basketball, who would you call? LeBron James. If you want to know how to sing, maybe Beyonce. Or there's a whole bunch of people you can say, but I think you got the idea. You want to be known for that one thing. So when someone say, "Hey, I need life insurance," your name come top of mind. "Hey, I need taxes. I need," and not just taxes. Let's say, "Hey, I have a girlfriend of mine. She only does S corporation. Only does S corporation." So she know S corporation inside and out. So if I have a question because I'm an S corp, my business is an S corp. That's what I'm going to go to. I'm not going to go to any other tax professional who does not specialize in S corp. There's S corp and C corp and LLC and all the sorts of stuff. But I'm going to her because she's specialized. And guess what? When you specialize, and this is a side note, when you become a personal brand and you want to be able to go into the coaching side, you can charge more because you specialized. Okay. I'm not talking about commission stuff. I'm talking about you can charge more because you specialize. So if she wanted to create a book around S corporation and how taxes and the different things that they can get back and all this different advantage, she could, and she could charge more for that book because she's specialist in that area. That's why it's so important for you to specialize. Okay. All right. And be known for that one thing. Number 4, make sure you have a call to action inside of your all content that you create. We went over the call to action. Go back to the video so you can see the call to action that we talk about. We also talk about having a cheat sheet, a little cheat code. It's okay to pick up the phone and look at your little notes and then put it back down when you're just getting started in the video marketing content creation world. It is okay. Number 5, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. It's okay. Give yourself grace to take the time to catch on, right? It take the time to, so you're getting better at speaking. You're getting better at develop your skills. You're getting better. Give yourself grace. And last but not least, practice, practice, practice. Okay? Practice. Practice speaking to the camera, practice your content. And because the more you practice, the more confident you become. Because let me tell you something what happened. When you start practicing about putting yourself out there and educating the masses based on your expertise, here's what happened. Other people, podcasts, people start meeting you and seeing you and want to do business with you and want you to come and talk about the same thing that you just said that you're expert on. So this is why it is so important that you practice. Or practice makes better. Not just good, but it makes better. All right, y'all. That's all I got for you today. Listen, we are getting ready to hop off. But if you are, regardless if you're catching this on the replay, regardless if you're catching this live, it doesn't matter. We have a challenge that we always host. You can go to Sherrisomers challenges.com to be able to join our challenge. We are excited about our virtual selling 7-figure challenge. It was designed to help you be able to get your freedom and your time back. We know that selling to people one-on-one takes way too much time. So if you want to learn our secret of how we're able to do mass enrollment and mass production, make sure that you comment the word challenge and we'll give you the link, or you can just, the link is in the description. And our next challenge is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. If this is past, because we're on YouTube, you know how that works. Make sure you go to Sherrisomers Challenges so you can know when we're having the next one. All right. Have an amazing day. Happy Monday. Talk to you later.